friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well, and I am super excited to be back today with another video because today covers one of my very favorite topics of all time and something I get asked about a whole lot, and that is home decor. So as you guys know, I go thrifting all the time and I'm constantly looking for clothing to resell. That's my job. But when I'm at a thrift store, I cannot help it. I have to look through the home goods section. I'm constantly looking for unique things for my home, and I am constantly finding amazing and adorable home goods that I style up my home with. For the last year, Jeremy and I have kind of thought or known that we were going to be buying a house soon, and I have been thrifting though for a future home. So even though we were living in an apartment, I still have been thrifting for years, just accumulating little cool things here and there. So I'm at the point now where I have lots of amazing pieces so I can really make my home the way I want it to look. I also have a lot of pieces like this piece here behind me that I thrifted back when I was like either in college or right out of college. In the last like 10 years, I've thrifted some pieces that are like this that have been sitting in my parents' barn back in Indiana. So recently I brought a lot of those pieces here too, so I have some really amazing thrifted home decor pieces to show you today. You've been seeing some of the things I've been picking up lately, but you haven't seen most of it. So we are gonna cover some amazing home goods I picked up thrifted for very little. I'm talking pennies and dollars. I wholeheartedly believe that you do not have to spend very much money in order to have a fabulous wardrobe and in order to have a fabulous home. So let me show you guys all of the things that I've been thrifting for my house, and I think you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised at how cheap you can get things that are really cool. So since I already mentioned it, let's start off with this standing globe. I'm going to have shots of where these pieces are in my home throughout this video. So that globe is so cool. It is a standing globe. It's about 3 to 4 feet high, and it is so cool. It's kind of like this kind of coppery color to the metal legs, and it is one that turns. I thrifted this a couple years ago with my friend Christy around Purdue University when she was still going to college there. I got this there for $20, which I mean, for me is kind of a lot to spend on any piece in general, but I bought this for $20 and I have seen things like this going since then for like over $100. So this was definitely a good pickup, and I know if I wanted to sell it right now, I could turn around and make a really good profit on it, but I love this piece and it really works well with my office area. But for this piece, it's a big piece that really anchors my room, and so for 20 bucks, that is a great price. So basically everything in my office, I love. My office is like such a nice, really beautiful space for me to work, and every single thing that is in my office is thrifted, except for this tapestry that's hanging behind me. So everything is thrifted. So I have a rug on the floor here underneath my desk, underneath this chair that I'm sitting in, that is also thrifted. And I got this rug, which is so on trend. It is boho. It's got these really nice browns and oranges in it and a triangular kind of like diamond design. I got this in the bins. I'm pretty sure this is probably about a 5x7 rug. It's a little bit larger, but it is really nice. It's extremely soft. I have no idea what the brand is, and it is really cool to me. And for $4, literally rugs can cost hundreds of dollars. Rugs are so expensive, brand new. So for $4, like, I cannot even believe. It is such a good piece, and it really is nice in my office. So then the next piece in here in my office area is my desk. I thrifted my desk. It is from Target, and I think it's still there for I think 100 and something bucks. I got this at a kind of like a pallet store in Indiana where my family lives. So I got this for $40, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. It has drawers that work. It has the plug-in at the back of the desk, which also works. I plug my lamp into it. I literally am obsessed with my desk. I love it. I love the dark brown color with the black metal legs. I think it's really classy, and I really like it, and it was a really good price. So for 40 bucks, I got a brand new desk that somebody returned. Then sitting on my desk, I have a trio of little trinkets. One is a candle that says "You Belong." It's a Morgan Harper Nichols candle, and she's my favorite poet. I got that candle on sale at TJ Maxx, so that's not really thrifting, but we'll count it since it was on sale. And then I thrifted the little riser and the small candle from a garage sale. And then the last piece, that little brown amber jar, I actually thrifted in the bins, I believe. If not, it was from a garage sale. I probably paid like 25 cents for it. It was very cheap, but I love vintage amber glass. It's something you'll see throughout my house. And I love that this one had some wording etched into it. So I just stuck some dried flowers into it that I also got in the bins. I found this bag full of these dried flowers. So I love this little piece. I love how my desk looks. I'm really happy with it. And then next to my globe are my plants. And no, I did not thrift my plants, but I did thrift the little boho chair that my plant is sitting on. It is so cute. It's a wicker little like peacock chair, which I have seen going on Facebook Marketplace for over 20 bucks. I got that in the bins. I bought 2 of them in the bins on different days. I went there at the end of a round. Nobody bought it, and I was like, what? I picked it up for sure, and now I use it to hold my plants. I think it's so cute. I think it looks really, really nice there. I put it on top of this. I think it's supposed to be a magazine holder. I have a couple magazine holders now in my life, but I bought this wooden magazine holder, and I've been seeing them quite often lately around where I live. I saw one at a Goodwill in brown, and I was so tempted to pick it up because I thought it looked so cool. I just didn't know what to do with it. So I'd been thinking about that piece after I left it behind, and I was like, that would make such a cool like pendant light. You could trim out a circle in the middle and hang a light in it. I think it would look really amazing. But then I found this black one at a Restore. So the Habitat for Humanity Restore store, and it was $4. I love the black color, and there's a lot of black accents going on in my office between my desk, the legs, my lamp. There's a lot of black in here that I like to tie throughout the room. So I picked that up and I was like, you know what? If I put plants on it, it would be a really cute plant stand. And I love it. Like sometimes plant stands are really ugly or they cost a lot of money if they are cute, but I love it as a plant stand. So if you see something like this out and about, honestly, it makes a really nice plant stand and I am here for it. In a recent video, I also showed you that I picked up this magazine holder, which I am using to hold my devotional materials right now. I'm kind of thinking through a way to use it. It also might be a log holder for like a fireplace. Not really sure, but I love how mid-century modern it is and the gold tones. I love the symmetry. I love the circular shape. I think it's great. I bought that for $5 at a Goodwill. So good. And then another piece that I showed not too long ago, I showed you guys me finding them, but I didn't actually haul them or show you guys them up close. I actually thrifted all of my dining room chairs, all my dining table chairs at my local Goodwill. But I got each one of these chairs and they're very mid-century. I love how geometric they are. I love the curved back. It's very in right now, but I also think that it's very timeless. And I also love how the shape of the seat is kind of like in a more circular, kind of oblong fashion. I think they're great. I love the slant to the legs. I just think they're so amazing. And I got each one of those for $15, which is absolutely insane. I did a reverse Google image search on them, and things like them are selling still on places like Wayfair and online places like that for like over $100 a piece. So I got 4 of those chairs, which normally would cost probably about $500, and I got them for $60. So those are my dining room chairs, and if you can see out of the corner of the video, I'm just gonna show you what my dining room table looks like right now. Guys, I thrift home decor all the time. I thrift little trinkets, I thrift jars, I thrift vases, I thrift candlestick holders. Whenever I find pieces, I am constantly picking them up because I want to be able to change out my decor throughout the year. I want to be able to decorate my house. So this whole table is just full of all of the things I've been thrifting lately or in the last few years. And I am still deciding where to put a lot of it. But on the table, you'll see amazing pieces like this little like woven like bag. It's like a produce bag. I know a lot of people are using those as produce bags right now and has a wooden handle. It is macrame and it is beautiful. I don't know how I'm gonna use it yet, but I got that in the bins for maybe $1 or so. And then I also have this amazing wicker pendant light that is attached to kind of a thing that it's attached to this bracket that is supposed to attach to the wall, and then you can like it's a movable hanging light, and I think it's super cool. I picked this up when I first moved here. I think Jeremy said I could not get it, and then I told him I got it for my sister, and then he let me get it, but then I actually secretly kept it for myself. But it is this amazing woven light, which is freaking cool, and I got it for $4. Like, that is an amazing find. And then moving over to my kitchen. In my kitchen, I have this little pantry door, and on it I have hanging this basket that I actually thrifted from another local Goodwill for $1. And I have it hanging next to my apron. It's just a really nice, I love the color of it, I love the weave to it. It's just a really nice basket and accent piece there. I'm really wanting to get some like pampas grass or something that has like a longer flower to it, and I'm gonna put that in there as just like just a nice little decor piece. So I'm still on the lookout for that, or eucalyptus would look cute too, but that's the vision for that. But right now it's hanging there and I still think it looks really cute. Then over to the counter in the kitchen, I have this amazing thrifted little cutting board that I found at a Goodwill over in the Washington, D.C. area. I found that cutting board for like $2.99 and I love the oblong shape to it. I love how natural it looks. It's very, very cool. I love the brown colors. I just love browns and neutrals and things that have a lot of texture in my house, and that is an amazing piece to anchor that space. So I have that layered behind a cute little, you guys have told me it is a little honey jar that has a wooden top, and I love that. And then I also have a thrifted little pitcher, kind of like muggish looking pitcher that was handmade. It's a ceramic piece and I love them both. And then I have some dried lavender inside the jug, but I just thought that was a really nice setup, and all those pieces are thrifted. So let's go talk about shelves, because I've been having so much fun just being able to style up shelves. So this first one is in my office space, and this, I'm only going to show you, I think, the top two shelves. The top shelf has a lot of different thrifted pieces to it, but what I want to talk about is the very top of my shelving, and that is where I have these really cool old pieces. So I have some bronze candlestick holders, and I love to style space with some bronze or golden candlestick holders, especially bronze, I would say. Ones that have some unique shapes to them. So these ones have like a curlicue to one of the brass candlestick holders, and the other one is more like a chunkier shape. So I got those in the bin, so I probably paid like $1 for each one. And then next to it, everything on this top is from the bins. The Goodwill Outlet is what it is also called. You pay per pound for anything you find there instead of per item. It's an amazing place. That's where I get a lot of my inventory for my reselling business, but it's also a great place to find some really cool vintage home decor, and that's my vibe. I love some vintage in my home decor. I love the depth that it brings to a space. So I'm all about some vintage pieces tying in, like this brown little leather, I think it's a binoculars case. And then in front of it, I have this really cool old Polaroid camera that I also thrifted in the bins. So I got both of those pieces, all 4 of these pieces from the bins, and I probably spent about $1 for each piece. So you really do not have to spend a lot of money in order to find amazing pieces, but you do have to be patient. So that was my shelf, my bookshelf that is in my office area. But guys, let's go over to talk about my pride and joy, which is my bookshelf that is over in my living room. So in my living room, I have the most amazing pieces. I just am so happy. I had all of these pieces on my table at one point, and these are the pieces that I really loved and wanted to showcase out in the living room. So I definitely pulled some of my favorite pieces to put over in there, but you're gonna see me take you through each shelf and also an overview of the whole thing. But on the very top shelf, we have 2 more brass candlestick holders. I have 1 candle in it right now. I just didn't have a second white one. I'm kind of deciding if I want to put any candlesticks in it at all, or if I just want to leave it plain. I think I got both of them for $2 together. And then over there as well, I have this really cool vintage kind of print with a frame. It's very French to me. And I think I got this at a restore as well for like $2. And then in front of that, I have a little terracotta vase that I got at a garage sale for 50 cents. So on the second shelf, we have a very cute little lamp I got at IKEA that I love. It has a very vintage feel to it, even though it's modern. So I love that piece. Then next to that little IKEA lamp, I have these really cool books. One is thrifted, Jeremy thrifted it for me. And then a really cool wire globe that I bought for myself in South Africa when I was studying abroad. Next to that, I have a really beautiful pair of these really cool like old binoculars. I got these at a garage sale for like $1, and they are amazing and I love them. And then the next one down, we have this really beautiful little picture that I picked up from my local Goodwill that has all these dried flowers, and maybe, I hope that's a fake butterfly in there as well, but it's a really cool frame. It's a circular like oval with a gold little brass hanger, and there were 2 there, but I liked this one much better. I didn't like it both, and I don't really want a matching set. I feel like that would read a little bit more grandma than this kind of vintage feel that I'm liking. And then I have these wooden candlestick holders in front of it, and I got these at the Bargain Box, which is a little thrift store in Hicksville, Ohio, and I love that place. I think they were 10 cents a piece. So then next to that, we have a giraffe that I got when I visited Haiti, and a candle on more thrifted books. On my 4th shelf down, I have this amazing large terracotta vase. I got this at a garage sale. I think I spent like $10 on this, but it is amazing and handmade, and terracotta is very popular. we have this really cool kind of golden coppery little church that I thrifted at a Goodwill. And then this, my grace is sufficient for thee, very cool vintage old biblical sign. And this is actually my favorite verse in the whole Bible. And I got in the bins for maybe $1 or $2. And then behind that I have a vintage frame that I thrifted in Indiana. And then when we get to the very bottom, we have this amazing wooden bowl. It's huge. It has kind of like a pedestal base to it. And I thrifted this in the bins in Baltimore area. And I got that, I think, for like $3 probably in those bins. And then I just filled it for fall with all of these different Indian corns that I got from a local stand on the side of the road. So I love this for fall. I love all the texture it's giving to my space. Look together, I'm really happy with, and I do think that the whole vibe is very, very vintage chic. I love all of the natural tones, and I just think it is very welcoming. I love the first 3 shelves. I don't know if I styled the bottom 2 shelves to the best of my ability. Let me know if you guys would change anything on those shelves, but I think that it still looks really good, and I love how some of it balances off with the top. But if you guys are design gurus, feel free to give me your advice or let me know which pieces are your favorite down below. But we have one more piece that we're gonna cover in today's video, and it is so good. I literally have so many thrifted items. Like, I could make 5 of these videos and probably still have more thrifted pieces because my whole house basically is thrifted. But this piece I got recently, I think I bought it a week or 2 ago at a garage sale. And guys, this was new in box. This person was also somebody that was buying returns and then reselling them. I was really confused at first what it was, but it is an amazing rattan piece. It is from, I think, the Opal House collection. And I looked it up. I used my Target, my Target app scanner to scan this, and it is still being sold at Target right now for $90, but I'm using it as like a blanket holder in my living room, or you could also use it to like hold your towels in the bathroom, and I think that's what it's designed for. I'm using it in my living room. I love the color of it. I love the height of it because I have really tall ceilings. So I got this though at that garage sale for $7. I got it for $7. It was probably my favorite thing I got there. I got that and I just was overjoyed. I was like, $90 for this? I could never ever spend $100 for that. But for $7, I am more than happy with it. So I'm so excited to pick that piece up. I'm so excited about all of these pieces I shared with you. Obviously, my style might not be your style, and that's totally fine. But even if this isn't your style, I wanted to let you guys know, like, you can find amazing pieces, even like that piece. It's new from Target. If you like Target, you can find so many cool pieces out there that will fit your style. And I love curating a style not based around what is hot and what's new and what's trendy in stores, because that's going to change every year. I have loved using thrifting to find my personal style, and it is not one specific thing, but it's kind of a mixture of mid-century and Scandinavian and neutrals and boho, and that's okay. It's okay to have a mixture of different styles. So I hope this helps you maybe even just quench your curiosity of what you can find thrifting to decorate your house with, but also hopefully this inspires you too to go out and search for some amazing pieces that you can put into your home that really reflect who you are. And that's what I enjoy about this, is that all these pieces really speak to me, and I love the colors of everything. I'm very much so a neutral kind of gal for my home decor, and I'm happy with that. So if you guys liked today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Also, if you would do me a huge favor, go over to Instagram if you're on it and follow my Instagram. I am working really hard at building up a community over there that reflects this community here. So if you guys like me, if you guys like my content, then please head on over there, follow me on Instagram. Make sure to let me know which piece was your favorite down below, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and until the next video, bye.